According to the book of Revelation, there came hail and fire mixed with blood, and it was poured out on the earth. What does this mean in our time? In this video, we analyze the biblical text of the first trumpet and its chilling similarity to the events plaguing our planet today. Are you ready? Let's get started. Let me begin by telling you that the 7 trumpets are part of the Apostle John's vision of the future. Yes, as you have heard, the future. These trumpets announce the beginning of God's judgment on mankind. With the sounding of these trumpets will come a time of great tribulation, worse than anything ever seen in the history of mankind. The book of Revelation in the Bible presents us with a series of prophecies about the end times. Among them is a description of 7 trumpets that, when sounded, will unleash catastrophic events upon the earth. Today we focus on the first trumpet, a portent that invites us to reflect on the fragility of our world and the need to be vigilant. Now that you know this, do you feel that the world is on the brink? Do reports of natural disasters, wars, and destruction fill you with concern? Then, let's see what this first apocalyptic trumpet heralds. The first angel sounded his trumpet, and there came hail and fire mixed with blood, and it was thrown down upon the earth. A third of the earth was burned up, a third of the trees were burned up, and all the green grass was burned up. According to the biblical text, it brings hail, fire, and blood, elements that symbolize destruction and chaos. Today, we can observe chilling parallels to this prophecy of the end of the world. The reality is that our planet is already facing situations that could be considered truly apocalyptic. This first trumpet can serve as a warning of natural disasters that plague our planet, such as volcanic eruptions, meteorite impacts, hurricanes, and earthquakes that cause widespread devastation and loss of life on a massive scale. These events can be unpredictable and can occur at any time, regardless of geographic location, such as the seismic movement in Haiti and Chile in 2010 that caused destruction, collapsed infrastructure, and claimed thousands of lives in a matter of seconds. Another example is volcanoes erupting with fire and fury, devastating cities and entire ecosystems in their paths, such as the destruction of the Cumbre Vella volcano in La Palma, Spain in 2021, which destroyed thousands of homes, forced the evacuation of over 30,000 people, and emitted toxic gases that affected public health. Or the Kilauea volcano in Hawaii, USA in 2018, which generated lava flows that engulfed homes, forced the evacuation of entire communities, and caused millions in economic damage. And what about the meteorite impacts, those space rocks that sow terror, like the Chicxulub meteorite impact in Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico 66 million years ago, which is believed to have caused the extinction of the dinosaurs and radically altered the planet's climate? Or the Chelyabinsk meteorite in Russia in 2013, which created a shockwave that shattered windows and buildings, injuring more than 1,500 people. Other events include tsunamis, massive waves caused by underwater earthquakes, such as the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami, which inundated coastal cities and left a trail of death and devastation in its wake. But the first trumpet can also be a warning of man-made disasters. Just look at modern industry. In its reckless pursuit of profit, it's poisoning rivers, animals, and the air, slowly choking our planet. Pollution, mining, deforestation, and environmental degradation can have devastating consequences for the planet and its inhabitants. Moreover, the pursuit of profit at any cost can lead to the destruction of Earth and the deaths of thousands of workers. Just look at the air pollution in cities like Delhi, India, Beijing, China, and Mexico City, which has reached dangerous levels, causing respiratory disease and reducing the life expectancy of its residents. The 2010 oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, considered one of the worst environmental disasters in history, contaminated millions of square kilometers of water and caused irreparable ecological damage. More recently, extreme heat waves such as the one that hit Europe in 2022 resulted in thousands of deaths, wildfires, and droughts that threatened food security. Catastrophic flooding caused by rising sea levels and extreme weather events, such as those that devastated countries like Pakistan in 2022 or Bangladesh in 2020, including prolonged droughts that affected food production, have led to famine and population displacement, such as the drought in the Horn of Africa in 2022. Bombs raining from the sky. Unmanned aerial vehicles sowing death and destruction, leaving a trail of blood and pain in their wake. Moreover, modern weapons and wars can be a form of the first trumpet. Drones, missiles, and bombs can cause large-scale destruction and death, bringing blood and destruction as a result of armed conflict in the pursuit of power and profit. Just look at the war in Syria, which began in 2011 and has resulted in hundreds of thousands of deaths, millions of displaced people, and devastated infrastructure. Similarly, the decades-long conflict between Israel and Palestine has created an endless cycle of violence, death, and pain for both nations. Let's remember the pandemic caused by COVID-19, a virus that has claimed millions of lives worldwide, collapsed healthcare systems, and caused an unprecedented economic crisis. The HIV and AIDS pandemic that has ravaged the planet for decades has claimed millions of lives and left thousands struggling to survive. All of this has led to the emergence of new diseases, such as monkeypox, rising concerns about their potential to become a global pandemic. The proliferation and potential use of nuclear weapons pose an existential threat to humanity. Coupled with unchecked artificial intelligence, the development of AI systems without proper ethical safeguards could have unpredictable and catastrophic consequences. Large-scale cyber attacks could cripple critical infrastructure, create economic and social chaos, and threaten national security. Having discussed all this, is it possible that the first trumpet is already sounding in our day? The similarity between Bible prophecies and current events is chilling. This is not a message to instill fear, but to awaken critical awareness. We must heed the signs of the times, be responsible stewards of our planet, and strive for a more just and sustainable world. What are your thoughts? Do you think the first trumpet has already sounded? Share this message with those you love. Let's be the voice of change and abandon indifference. The time to act is now. As we saw in the video, the first trumpet is a warning of natural and man-made disasters that can occur at any moment. We must remain alert and vigilant to what is happening around the world and be aware of the consequences of our actions. Let's work together to protect the environment and prevent its destruction. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, and share this video with your friends. And if you want to know what the second trumpet announces, enable notifications so you don't miss the next videos.